Charleston rescue crews run a practice drill that's a first for first responders. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Guinn, live in the newsroom. Local rescue officials have been busy putting their skills in action along the trails at Lake Charleston. Charleston firefighters got to take part in a unique type of rescue training, and earlier this afternoon I got to help first responders and experience it from the victim's point of view. They searched, they found, they rescued. All this week, the Charleston Fire Department has been conducting search and rescue training near the Woodyard Conservation Area in Lake Charleston.
This is very much a real possibility out here. There's several trails that have steep ravines, and at any point in time, a biker or a hiker could go off the sides.
The crews have been conducting the training in ravines at the park, but this time it was along a small cliff next to the lake. Here's how it works. Crews are called to rescue a bicyclist who's gone off one of the trails and is unsure of his location. Fire Chief Steve Bennett says first responders know it's a drill, but they're given limited information.
We're working our way down with equipment.
The guys are having to locate the victim first, and then we got to bring him up the ravine. So there's a lot of the big thing is communications.
Today I was playing the role of the victim. Rescuers found me and checked my medical condition just as they would an injured victim. Then they put me on a stretcher and carefully pulled me up the cliff to safety. This is the spot just above Lake Charleston where crews from the Charleston Fire and Police Departments, as well as other search and rescue members, rescued me. About a dozen this time around, going through the training, what they call vertical rescue training, to make sure they're prepared.
We've been off the water tower here in Charleston, which is almost 200 feet up, I believe, and there's a lot of cell towers around. So there are different things that can happen with vertical rescue that's needed.
Paramedic Matt Bauer was the first to come down the hill to check on me. He says anytime first responders do this type of training, it helps them be ready for the worst.
Like this would be about as bad as it would get out here. You know, that's a long way down. Most of the areas out here are not that steep, but there are areas that are, so we like to be prepared for that.
The trail system is fairly new to the Charleston area, so it's been getting a lot of use as of late, and it's just going to keep growing. So we figured this is going to probably be a real-time scenario we're going to have at some point.
Now, if the situation had been an actual emergency, crews would have airlifted the patient to a trauma clinic like Carl Foundation Hospital in Champaign. All shifts from the Charleston Fire Department were able to take part in the training this week. They were also assisted by the Charleston Police Department, Eastern Illinois University Police, and DNR conservation officers.